Okay, so we're here with Corey. You just played in the OTS at Colchester last week. How did you do, and what deck were you on, Corey?
So I went X-1, placed in top 5 just because bad pairings. I was on Traptrix because brand new deck out, it's too strong to not play in this format.
Brilliant. Let's see the listen.
So we first start with normal summons, which is 3 Pudica.
Yep.
Best normal summon deck, and especially in the grind game, because the banish one is too strong not to play. Because I tested the 2 version list, but it didn't see it enough. Because Garden, the spell is insane, and just being able to banish any special summon monster when it's special summoned is too good not to hit. Next up is Mimelo. Perfect for turn 1. Normal summon, add any trap hole card. So any of the traps that you normally want to see, especially including the new Holotail, which is possibly one of the strongest traps I've seen in a long time. And the on special summon mandatory effect to pop 1 to be able to set off your Sarah going first is way too strong not to play. Because you want to play 3, because even in the grind game, just hitting spells and traps is really strong, especially in a format where we're seeing a lot of continuous spells and traps in Kashtira. Next up is 3 Mantis. It's a normal summon into a rank 4 basically because of the new Arachnacampa. Just searching any Traptrix monster on normal summon is way too strong. Next up, I've seen this a lot of people playing this at 2, but seeing 3, especially going first to be able to set off your Traptrix Sarah effects is too strong. Being Arachnacampa, because it's an activated effect to special summon, being able to set off stuff like Sarah, or even just going into rank 4s without the extra normal summon is it makes the deck way too quick. It's most of the reason you can double Rafflesia turn 1, which is possibly on the strongest board you can make. And then next up, just for the grind game, is 2 Dionair. On normal summon, just special summon any Traptrix from grave. And then on special to reset a trap hole is way too good in the grind game because it just means your resources are just going to keep coming back and coming back. Next up, 3 Power Exceed, playing a rank 4 decks.
Yeah,
kind of have to.
Obvious.
Rank 4 deck with a link 1.
Exactly. Obvious choice, isn't it?
There's no other option. And then hand traps. You've got to play Ash and Nib this format.
Best 2. Mandatory.
Mandatory this format. There's no other option. There's no other talk about it. You have to. So we're only playing 1 spell, which is the Traptrix Garden.
Why only 1? Why not 2?
It's way too searchable for Pudica. With Pudica being searchable as well, there's no need to see it. And it's not a mandatory card to play. It's an extender, and it's really good if you see it, but it's not mandatory to play.
Just nice to have.
It's just nice to have on field. Now to the traps, we have 3 Holotail, possibly the most insane trap that has been printed in a long time. The special summon and being able to activate it the turn that you set it, being able to make full turn 1 plays with Sarah is absolutely insane.
I guess this helps you put a Sarah, a couple traps, and a XYZ on the board at the same time, yeah?
It's insane. Being able to activate this under Sarah turn 1 is too good because you get to special summon 1 from deck with Sarah as well off of it. So it's an instant 2 bodies on field, just by having that. Next up, because of Kashtira being in the format too much, 2 Floodgate. Not only is the card insane against anything, just for the fact that you cannot switch it back no matter what happens, they're now just left with a dead zone.
I suppose it's less good against the branded matchup because they can just fuse the stuff you've flipped.
It is and it isn't, but it wastes one of their fusions.
Yeah.
If it's on a few, if you flip a Mirror Jade, they're now wasting that on summoning another, because they can't summon another Mirror Jade, so it's wasting it on a certain summon. This is a weird choice. Not many people are playing it, but I really like it. It's the time space trap hole. I think being able to just shuffle cards back into the deck is way too strong. Especially because a lot of decks, once they've searched, there's certain cards they can't do it again. So it's a way to just get their resources completely out of the game. We've got Gravedigger Trap Hole. We're in a format of a lot of nibs. So play around the nib, play around the Ash, Gravediggers.
I feel like Traptrix doesn't play into nib too much, but
you'd be surprised.
Yeah, with the Parallel Exceed, you could do it.
Yeah. And then just in time burn for 2k. Why not?
Yeah, nice.
They've got the Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare and the Terrifying Trap Hole Nightmare. Whether they're set or not, they're just great interruptions. In a format with branded, this can pop and then banish the Mirror J, so it misses its timing, and it won't be able to destroy your entire board in the end phase. And Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare just negate and destroy a special summon monster. Good card, and the fact that they're all searchable. And then you've got the one bottomless trap hole. It's just to hit a regular summon.
Yeah.
Just to hit the regular normal summons. You've got no other way of hitting them, so hit the normal summons. Then we have just 3 imperm.
Yeah, really good again this format.
3 evenly matched. They're normal trap cards.
Good, yeah.
They set off your Sarah.
Yep.
And they're just insane cards going second. If you lose the dice roll, they're your cards you want to see.
Alright, onto the extra deck, yeah?
Yeah, onto the extra deck. Mandatory 3 Sarah.
Yep.
Most insane link there has been. It's stupid. I don't know why they printed this card so bad. Your opponent imperms you, you get value. Your opponent evenly matches you, you get value. They set off any of your trap cards, you just get plus value.
Yep.
Like, if your opponent evenly matches you, you then get to special summon and then get the effects of whatever monster special summoned. It's absolutely insane. 1 Caleria. This comes up in the grand game because it can special summon cards back, and it once per turn when you activate your trap hole cards, they reset. So it helps you to keep your materials for way longer than you should. And then for your OTK potential 1 Atopus, the card is stupidly insane. If you have a normal Trap and Grave, all Traptrix monsters gain 1,000 attack, which is way too much, and then be able to just destroy a card. And this is something that I probably would change in the future, but it did come up a couple times, which is Bouldersteel Dragon.
What would you change it for?
I'm debating testing it in Extinction Knight instead.
Okay, yeah.
Night. It seems to be this comes up rarely. There was one event where it came up where I just couldn't get over a big attack monster, and luckily this could do it, but that was about it. Then for the Traptrix XYZs, Pink Nuclear searches a monster and then steals stuff when it goes to grave as material. Double Reflesia, it's insane protection for your entire field. Activates trap holes from deck basically, and these are all generic rank 4s. And then 1 Alameris, once again generic rank 4 that special summons from grave, and if opponent's monster is banished or sent to graveyard by your card effect, you can then special summon it back. Then for the other rank 4 we have Time Fee Freedoer. You can make this with a trap way too easily, just as long as you have
the one that summons, yeah.
And you can
search it as well, so yeah,
it's searchable and then activate it, so you get any effect you want out of this. Then we're playing for Zeus Lions, we're playing Merrymaker into Sargass.
Yeah.
It's a generic rank 4 that is way too easy to make. Make it straight into Sargass, that's a 2800 beat stick that you can just punch and then make Zeus. And then just because Kashtira's in the format, we are playing double Zeus.
Yeah.
Just in case they try to rip one.
Yep.
They rip one, I just make the other one.
Exactly. Alright, you want to do side deck?
Yeah.
Let's see what you're siding.
On to side deck. We are playing, of course, Congtatulations.
Yeah.
Just for the basically for the cash matchup, and as much as branded can get around it, it wastes most of their turn just to
slows
use
them down
it,
a bit.
because they have to waste a brand of fusion to use it.
Yeah, that's all you need in this deck, isn't it? Slow them down a bit.
Slow them down, and then I will out resource for game.
There you go.
Then we're playing Gamma Seal. I've seen a lot of people playing Comungus as well, but I don't like the fact that if you only open Comungus, you then can give a cash player a level 7, which is not going to end well for you. Whereas giving him a level 8 that you can punch over very easily is so much better. Because of stuff like Ibli and like Ra's Disciple in the format at the moment, we're playing Dark Hole. Just as an out.
You've got Gimmick Puppet as well.
Gimmick Puppet's a little bit worse.
Yeah.
You can't really stop that. There's
that's just painful.
You don't have the option to stop that one. That's just GG. But this is also just good at board wipes. If you're going second, you just drop Dark Hole as the first thing, and that's it. You can play your entire turn.
So good first and second.
And then just it deals with the same problem, but it also deals with cash boards, branded boards, any sort of big monster negate board or like monster heavy board. just Book of Eclipse. It's insane card. You just you activate it before you activate it, or you normal summon or special summon, and then they just stuck with a load of face down monsters that you can normally destroy.
Yeah.
And then just because we do have a lot of blowout cards in the format, and this deck does lean quite heavily to big blowout cards, we are signing 3 Judgment for going first.
Yeah, amazing card.
If they try to blow out, if they try a blowout card, just Judgment it.
Yep.
You lose 4,000 life points, but if you don't lose to a blowout, you will most probably out advantage and then just kill on the crackback.
Better losing 4,000 life points than 4 of your set cards.
That is true. I would prefer 4 set cards.
Alright, so you went X1 even. You won 4. Yep. Anything you changed from this deck?
Mostly just the Bowl Sword into Exoton Knight.
Just the Boral Sword? Nothing else?
I debate adding, trying to playtest some Torrential Tributes.
Yeah.
Just because if you're going first, you have a load of your Traptrix extra deck monsters.
Yeah.
All unaffected by traps. You activate a Torrential on them, you lose nothing, your opponent loses everything.
There you go. Any shout outs or anything?
Just shout out to the team, just team members. A lot of playtesting went into this. It was quite a last minute decision, but just been able to playtest.
You were on Branded for a while before, weren't you?
I was on Branded for a while, then some Chaos Thunder Dragon, and now just this is probably the best thing I've been on in a while.
There you go. Alright, thank you, Corey. I'll see you later. See you next time.